Hi, I'm Kira Smith. Welcome to the Infographics Webinar. Today, we're going to be talking about what infographics are, then we'll look at some examples, and finally, we'll look at how to make them. So, what is an infographic? Infographics are visual representations of information or data visualizations. They take complex information and present it through words, pictures, graphics, and charts. Infographics can inform, present data, and convince. They first appeared in newspapers and magazines and on posters. Some say that cave paintings were the very first infographics. Now you can find them on walls, websites, and blogs. They are easily shared. You can use infographics to attract attention and build interest in a topic. To begin with, we will look at some examples of good infographics. This infographic about social networking and the environment tries to convince you to do something, or actually several somethings. It tells how your actions can affect the environment. Notice how it uses social networking graphics such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter, as well as YouTube. It also refers you to a website, and at the very end, credits its sources. This infographic is about how technology is changing college life. It tells a story. It starts with some statistics, such as 70% of students use keyboards to take notes, no more paper, and 65% use digital devices to create presentations, such as this one. There are fun facts. Community college students are less reliant on digital tools than four-year college students and grad students. Also, notice how color is used to break the infographic into different sections. This is a very long infographic, so please be sure to check out the links below if you want to look at it more slowly. And then it brings the story to a conclusion with some predictions for the future. Also notice how this infographic also credits its sources. Those first two were very colorful and full of graphics. This is a much simpler infographic, designed to inform. Notice the simpler color scheme. Also notice the use of tables, pie charts, top 10 lists, and bar graphs. Now on to making our own infographics. We're going to look at three different kinds. First we'll look at Piktochart, which is very fancy, then Infogra.m, which is much simpler, and last Tableau. This is Piktochart. You can set up a free account and use 4 different templates, or you can pay $15 a month for more templates and more features. When you select a theme, here is what you'll see. You can change all the text, you can change the color scheme, you can add charts and graphs, you can use different shapes, you can use different graphics, and you save your infographic here at Piktochart, but you can also download it as a PNG, HTML, or raw data. Here's an example I made from the template about women's gymnastics at the Olympics. The Olympics website is very easy to use and has lots of statistics. For more sources of statistical information, please see the links below. This is Infogra.m. It's much simpler and has fewer options. Here's an example I made about women's gymnastics. You can see how uncomplicated it is. However, Infogra.m does make interactive infographics, so you can see who won the team gold, silver, and bronze. Your infographic is saved at Instagram, and you can share it and embed it, but there isn't an option to download it. The last infographic creation tool we're going to look at is Tableau. It's a lot like Wordle, and it generates a word cloud, with the more frequently appearing words shown larger. You can get the words from a document, a web page, Twitter, Delicious, a search, or an RSS feed. Sticking with the gymnastics theme, I entered USA Gymnastics there, and it'll now generate a word cloud from the words on their web page. There are lots of options for customization. You can change the color, the theme, the font, the orientation, and layout. You can even change the shape of your word cloud. And then you can take your word cloud and you can add it to any of the other infographics creation tools we looked at earlier. Here's some more to check out later. There's Visually and Easily, which are both online infographic creation tools, and then there is Hohli and Tableau, which will help you build all sorts of fancy charts and graphs. And of course, there's an app for that. ChartSoup is mainly an app for looking at infographics, and it'll feed you a steady stream of them. And also, it can help you figure out which kind of chart or graph you might want to use in your infographics. Infographics can be used to convince people, to present information, and to tell a story. Some other ways that you can use infographics include resumes, such as Kenneth Lee has done here. And it shows his work experience, his education, his skills, and his interests, and it also shows his sense of humor. Another way you can use infographics is a teacher could use them as an assessment tool. It gives students a different way to show what they know. Here are some infographic do's and don'ts. Do create a balance between the information and the graphics. Give your viewers something to look at, something to read, something to interpret. Don't use statistics to lie. It's easy to create a bar graph that looks statistically significant by enlarging certain parts of it. Remember, statistics are like a bikini. What they reveal is suggestive, but what they conceal is vital. Do use your infographic to tell a story and bring the viewer to a conclusion about the information. And do use a variety of information sources and statistics. Be sure to credit your sources. Lastly, here are some infographic creation tutorials. The first one is from Vector Toots and takes you through creating an infographic from scratch in Adobe Illustrator. The second one is more focused on the ideas and planning that go into making a good infographic. Thanks for watching my webinar, and be sure to check out the links below for more infographic information.